there are moments in our life where we want to try something new. And I'm sure you've been there multiple times. Maybe you wanted to try a new sport. Maybe you wanted to try to dance. Maybe you wanted to do pickleball. There are certain times in our life where trying something new feels like the thing that we really want, yet we get frustrated with ourselves. We start to feel like it's a bit uncomfortable because it's so different from what we're used to. And we have to get out of our own way to adapt and get through learning the thing and failing at it. So in trying something new, today's podcast episode, it's about being in that place that sometimes feels a little uncomfortable. And I was actually inspired by this episode for two reasons. One, with a couple clients I've worked with in the past 2 weeks. And second, because in my personal life, I am trying something new. So I want to talk about this place and how I talk to clients about mindset and even with myself as I am embracing different changes in my life. And if it comes to shopping and you are feeling like you're trying to do something new, this episode is definitely for you. You can be in a phase in your life where maybe you're reaching a new decade. Maybe in general, you just want to push restart and add something spicy to your wardrobe. So this episode is going to give you that help, that boost to motivate you into getting that new shirt, trying that new style that feels a little bit off yet kind of excites you, and you don't know what to do or make the decision on whether or not to buy that piece. And I'm always pumped with the idea of getting new things for my wardrobe because it makes you feel like a new person. When you buy the same thing over and over again, it's like, yeah, you get into that routine where you know it works for you and it looks good and feels good, but you start to get really bored of it. You start to look at yourself and you're like, everything is starting to look the same. And I don't want you to get to that place. So let's jump into first my personal story, because I think it's going to relate to a lot of people and kind of bring this back together when we talk about style and mindset. So in my personal life, I actually decided to go 30 days without drinking alcohol. And as you know, if you follow me on Instagram, I love bubbly. I love my glass of wine. When I'm cooking, I don't know, it just feels comforting, I guess, to drink a glass of wine. But I started realizing with the stress I've had with my family the past couple of months, we've had a lot of changes happening in our life, which I'm not ready to talk about publicly, but there's a lot of things that have been happening in our personal life where I feel like I was kind of using alcohol a little bit as a crutch, like relying on it too much to relax. And I know that's not me. I am such a happy person. Even in the midst of chaos, I do wake up and I feel so called to this work I do with my clients. So I was like, something feels off. And I know I don't need to rely on alcohol to relax because I just like my life and I'm good. But there's something about having that drink and feeling a little less of the stress that just kind of got to me. So anyways, being in this place of knowing I'm not going to drink has actually opened up the door to doing different habits and different things that I normally don't do. So I have asked Michael to help a little bit more with cooking, which he loves, but I told him, I want you to kind of take initiative rather than me have to make the to-do list and me have to plan out the meals for the week. Like, just take initiative. If I told you you have to pick up the girls these days, maybe it means I'm busy with work or I'm coming home late, So it's been nice to have him on board doing that because it gives me more time to myself to unwind outside of just, cooking and doing the to-do list. I've also found that, and this one has been really fun. So if you have kids, this is kind of a good idea to unwind at the end of the night. But I got the girls into stretching with me. As I've gotten older, I've realized that in the mornings I have time to do my workout, but I don't make the time to stretch anymore. My body is just like feeling all the stress and it's feeling tight. And stretching at night before going to bed feels so good. And I'm not quite sure what my thought process was of how it would go with the kids, but I just wanted to get them involved in a way. And obviously don't know that. I'm like, Mama's not drinking anymore, so let's find some cool activities that we could do on the daily at night. But I expected, I think, that I was going to tell them the stretches and they would copy me, but they have been so into it. They make up their own stretches, their own names, and Lonnie is like dancing around. So I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm enjoying being present with my feelings a bit more, going through what we're going through as a family, and it feels really good. So yes, there are moments. I know there's going to be more days. I think I'm only on day 5. So just to let you know, I'm fresh into it. I know there's going to be some days that I'm probably going to feel it a bit more like, oh, a drink feels really good right now. And I know that having the right mindset, what my ultimate goal is, what I want from this is going to be really important in those moments, because you gain confidence as you move through difficult moments. You find the strength in you so that when it comes up, you know how to get through it, feel the feelings, and move on. And I want to help you through that as you're shopping, because it does happen a lot when clients shop. When you're investing in new clothing, if you haven't purchased things for yourself in a really long time, it's so hard to justify new styles and things that feel out of place for you, because you're thinking like, oh, if I go to my closet, am I actually going to grab this? Which I ask my clients all the time. If you get this piece, are you actually going to pull it out of your closet? Or are you going to go back to wearing what you already know, what you already find comfortable? And this is where also creating new habits comes into play. There are 2 different kinds of clients, I think, when I'm working with them. And the majority, when they come to work with the stylist, they are ready. They are in it. Their mind is open. They are set to trust in the process. And then there's some clients that are on the other side. They know that they want this. They know their ultimate goal. But on top of the personal styling, they also need extra coaching. They need extra time to think about things. And again, with that first client, they try something new and fresh, and it makes them excited and instantly feel good. They don't even question it. And then there's a client that sees something new, they like it, they second guess themselves a lot, and they question how, like the price, how are they going to wear it, how does it fit, because they're scared to make a purchase that doesn't feel right. So there are 2 different kinds of clients there, and there's not any good or bad or right or wrong way of going through the process of any change. And in this case with shopping, there is no right way of doing it. I do have to say, with the clients that need some more coaching and support, we do have to take more time as we go through it, and building that wardrobe, the foundation of their wardrobe throughout the year, throughout the months that we work together, takes a little bit longer, because it takes more time talking through things, because that's what feels good to them. And I really enjoy the clients that do ask the questions. Not that you need to every time, but just the fact that they trust me throughout their process as they're trying to think through their purchases, think through everything they're trying to build for themselves. And I'm kind of there as their cheerleader, as their coach, of being very honest with them as we work through the process to find what is best for their closet, for their life, and ultimately what's going to help them achieve their style goals and personal goals that they have for themselves. So I want to go through the 5 reminders of what to ask yourself, what to think through when you feel like you have your mindset a bit blocked when you're trying something new as you're shopping or styling things on your own. Here are some common things that you might be going through and how to get through them. Number 1, when you are feeling uncomfortable in something, I want you to think of what your ultimate style goal and your personal goals are, and ask yourself, how is this new piece going to give me new results? As you know in life, when you continually do the same things in the same manner, you're going to get the same results. If you want something new, if you want to make a different impact in how you look and how you feel, you're going to have to step out of that. You're going to have to try the new thing. And sometimes that new thing feels really new, or sometimes it's a baby step. And it could be the cut of a cardigan. Maybe you were used to having cardigans that were really oversized and big, and now you're kind of embracing your body and you're seeing all of these cardigans that are more cropped, which shows your butt, which shows your hips. Oh my gosh, that feels scary because you feel uncomfortable with those parts of your body, but it looks good on you. So what do? Remind yourself that trying something new is okay. Number 2, it's not meant to always feel right at the first time that you try it on, or you're seeing yourself in it in the mirror. Again, if you're used to seeing yourself in a certain style, when you try on something different, it might make you feel uncomfortable for a little bit, or you might have to sit with it and take it home, try it on again, try it on with different things in your closet and see how you feel. So there was a client I was working with recently who had typically worn blouses, and her blouses were oversized and big, and she hadn't worn something fitted. She did lose a lot of weight as well, and she's really loving the way she feels, the energy she has, how she looks in her clothing. But she was kind of questioning, should I try something fitted? And of course I did pull something more fitted for her. There's a lot of tops that are ribbed, tighter, more slimming on the body. And when she first tried it on, she wasn't quite sure. She was really questioning it because she's like, I have never worn a tight shirt, never. And I told her, you know what, keep it on as we try on the other pants and the skirts that you have, because sometimes it takes a little bit to adjust to what you're seeing and seeing it different ways. She absolutely loved it. She felt so good wearing it after it must have been only 15 minutes of trying other things on, that she ended up purchasing that piece. And she's like, you know what? I have nothing in my closet that looks like this, and it makes me feel good. I could show off my body because I lost the weight. I did the work, and she got the thing. Felt so good. But in the beginning, she really questioned it. She was a little bit uncomfortable because it was more fitted. Number 3, I want you to know that new clothing styles are meant to look different than what you own. So I talk about this all the time with clients, especially if they haven't gone shopping in a while or their style hasn't shifted or changed too much. If you are shopping with this expectation of this certain thing in mind that is so specific, and you go out to a store, you're not going to be able to find it. Because what happens is with every few years that goes by, it's about 5 to 7 years, that styles start to change almost very differently, very dramatically in a way. When you go out, you can't expect to find that same exact piece. Styles have changed, and that is good. You don't want everybody wearing the same things that they did 50 years ago, you know? It's fun, it's modern, it's fresh. It keeps people excited. It keeps you looking good and getting to experiment with different parts of yourself. So when you are going out, keeping that mindset of styles are meant to look different now. The way certain shirts fit are different. The colors, the way the pieces combine together, everything is going to look a little different than what you have been wearing. So don't expect to find the same things that you've been wearing. Number 4, I don't want you to go out and shop for the same things that you already own. So the psychology of shopping actually, it talks about how the first thing that you're attracted to when you're going through racks, and check this out as you're shopping next time, the first thing that you're attracted to before a style is the color. So when you are shopping, just become very aware of what you already have in your closet, what you already have to work with. I like clients to make a list of like the top 3 pieces when they're on their own. Obviously, when we're shopping together, I make the plan, I do the whole thing for you. But if you're shopping on your own, have a list of the top 3 things that you need to concentrate on so that you're not going off in different places, getting things and then feeling like you didn't get anything because you weren't focused. So you want to shop for the top 3 things that you need, and that helps you so that you can look in your closet beforehand and know, okay, I've got 3 purple shirts, 3 black shirts. Maybe I need to try a blue or a green or a black or something, something different that could be added to your wardrobe. So when you're going out, don't buy the same things that you already own in a different brand or a slightly different style, because then you're going to go to your closet and put things together and you're going to be like, hey, I already have everything. I maybe didn't even need this. Lastly, I want you to remember that it is okay to take the piece home, even though you're not 100% confident in it. I know that some pieces as you're shopping might cost a little bit more and some might not, but you would be surprised that when you're giving it a test run at home, and like I mentioned in a different reminder that we were talking about, try it on with things that are in your closet already. Mixing it up with something that might feel familiar could be helpful because then you can envision it. Some people like to see a full outfit, and when you're shopping in the store, you can't always necessarily find every single piece you need to complete your outfit. So don't expect to be able to do that either. It's always about mixing and matching things from different stores. Not everything from one brand or one store is going to fit you. So take the time to go home, try it on, feel through it, and if you really absolutely think that you're not going to wear it, obviously return it, but give it a chance. I always say just give it a chance, because you never know how much you might actually love that piece. As I'm working with clients right now trying different denim styles, it's been really interesting. Some clients didn't think that they'd wear something like a cargo pant. Right now it's all about like cargo pants, whether they're dressy cargo pants or casual cargo pants. And then they wear it and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I could wear this every day. People are asking me where I bought it. They love it. And then they start to feel more confident in it as they're wearing it too, because other people comment that they've tried something new and they're feeling really good in it. So yeah, my whole goal here with you is that in this process of shopping, as growing as an individual, it's okay to be a little bit uncomfortable and question things, but also know that trying something new is going to help you achieve different results and different goals in your life. If you found this episode helpful, I would love if you could share a review, share it with a friend, and just let me know what you learned from this episode. What was your big takeaway? When you leave a review and you subscribe, it means so much to me. It helps our community grow, and you can help other people as well so that they can find this podcast and get help too. If you've been struggling with what to wear for so long and you're thinking about the holidays and everything coming up, our team is here to support you. You can book a free discovery call. Yes, a free discovery call for 20 minutes. Ina is going to be there to help you. She'll listen to what your style goals are, what your personal goals are, what you're struggling with, and help come up with a package that works best for you. On my team, you can work with me, you can work with Chloette, and we help people actually in person in the Seattle Bellevue area, but we also work online. We've been working online for probably 4 years now. And a lot of our clients that are in the area too end up just working with us online anyways, because it's so convenient. And after we get to really know their style too, it becomes easier to send them new things to buy. So if you are interested in booking a free discovery call, go to the show notes. There's a button that you could click. There's a link. And if you just want to go directly to the website, it's myclosetedit.com. That's myclosetedit.com. And there are 5 different spots on the homepage where it says book a free discovery call. Just click it, find a time, and you and Ina will connect and talk about different services that can help. If you are more on a budget, or if we've worked together and you kind of want to build your wardrobe slowly, we also have a wonderful program for you that is a monthly membership. It's only $35 for this monthly membership, and I made it because there are certain pieces, regardless of your style, regardless of your body type, that just fit. They fit a lot of our clients during the month, and I was like, what if we just share it with people that just want to know what other people are buying and work? So you get actually for every month, you get the top 40 pieces that worked for our clients. 20 of them are luxury-like or luxury items, and the other 20 are mid-range to budget-friendly items. And let me tell you, people love it. It's a great way of just adding a few things to your closet here and there and feeling good about what you're getting because you know other people are buying it and it's worked for them. So it feels good. You also get on-demand styling videos like how to tie a trench coat, how to tuck in your t-shirt, what is a French tuck, the right length to your pant, and so much more. We are adding monthly calls. Yes, we are adding monthly calls. And this month, if you're listening to this podcast in October, this month it's going to be with a special guest, and we're going to talk about different ways to change your life when you feel like you failed. When you are feeling in that moment that you have failed in life, you have failed with the thing that you want to do, you have failed in your relationship. How do you get back up again? So if you want access to all of this and so much more, become a TCE Insider. It's only $35 a month. Get in the link in the show notes. Again, go to the link in the show notes and you can get there. You can also find it on myclosetedit.com if that's easier for you. I know when people are listening to podcasts, it's so hard to be like, hey, pause and check this out. So I know I have to repeat it, but myclosetedit.com is the place where you can find everything that you need. Support, blogs, discovery call, all of those things. I'm so glad we got to spend time together today. I am here to support you on your journey of life and style. I want to remind you to continue building a life and style that truly reflect you. And I'll catch you next time.